Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. Now, it's that time of week where Lee Phelps and myself get together to discuss the major football headlines of the week and see how they may or may not affect the betting markets, and if there's a chance to make a bit of cash along the way. Now, La Liga big boys Barcelona's chances of adding to their silverware seems to be slowly diminishing, and it was ever since their 3-1 El Clasico defeat, and dare I say it, the return of Luis Suarez. What's going on, Lee?
Good question. When we talked about this, didn't we? And I was really surprised that they started Luis Suarez in El Clasico. You should never, ever, in any level of football, disrupt a winning team. And all right, Barcelona may have been winning some soft games and hadn't been conceding goals when maybe the defence looked a bit more susceptible than people were making out. But I think it's upset the rhythm of the team a little here. They were a team who they weren't conceding goals, they were scoring goals plenty, everything was going well. Now suddenly they lose the El Clasico, as you mentioned. They had that surprise loss in the against Celta Vigo. They won 2-1 at the weekend, so they got back into winning ways. I don't know, it just seems a bit disjointed now. And I think, the fact that, Neymar and Messi were going great, weren't they? They scored 15 goals between them before Suarez came back for El Clasico. And everything just seems to have dried up a little. I mean, look, Champions League, they've done great. They're already qualified for the next phase. So let's not make out that they're in crisis. They are still right there at the top of the table, aren't they? In La Liga, I'm not making out that the kind of like Borussia Dortmund in Germany, where they're just above the relegation zone. But Real Madrid all of a sudden look fantastic, and I think they'll find it hard to stop them. But in answer to your question, I don't really know. I think they need to concentrate on where Suarez fits into the team rather than just fitting him in and pushing him in. Find out what works first, and then go ahead. Because as we've said over and over again, it takes time to settle Suarez. He's not a player who goes into a club and scores straight away. It takes a little time to settle into his new surroundings.
Yeah. Do you think that they'll use their international break to try and turn things around and try and focus on winning La Liga?
Well, yeah, I think they'll try, but you have to remember this is a team chock full of international stars, so the international players will all be away, won't they, somewhere or other? So they won't have that much time on the training pitch. I'm sure the coach would love to have all of his players on the training pitch for a full week or 10 days, so he could concentrate on that. But I think maybe the coaching staff, more than the players, need to sit down and think, where are we going here? Are we just trying to put square pegs in round holes just because it's a superstar player? Or should we be looking, at maybe having Suarez on the bench for a game and seeing if you can go back to that, bring him on later on. But then if you bring him on, who are you going to bring off? Messi? Nah. Neymar? It's really interesting. Very quickly, you look at how they have changed a little. Messi was playing a slightly withdrawn role, and then he would go into the centre-forward position before Luis Suarez came along. Now, all of a sudden, Messi, who isn't the most egotistical player, but everyone's got an ego, he's now pushing much further forward, as if to say, I'm the striker here. I'm Lionel Messi. You're new to this club, and I think that's an interesting dynamic. Whereas I don't think Messi is the kind of guy who would openly, say that. But I think just in his body language and the way in his positions on the pitch, he seems to be, taking on more of a striker's role than he did before, as if to say, yeah, you can stay back a little bit. I'm the one who scores the goals.
Mm-hmm. Now, the question here that we've got to answer today is how many trophies can we see Barcelona winning this season? The odds are as follows. One trophy is priced 1.95. No trophies are priced 2.75. 2 trophies, 4.7, and 3 trophies, 36. So we kind of have an idea here what we're looking at. We're kind of looking at maybe 1 trophy, maybe no trophies. Which way do you lean there?
Well, just by process of elimination, I can't see them winning the Champions League. Yeah. They won't go into the Europa League because obviously they're going to get through. They'll probably get knocked out in one of the knockout stages. La Liga, it looks like it's going to be a tough job to overhaul Real Madrid. So that really leaves the Copa del Rey. Barcelona could easily win the cup. Let's not. Obviously, they're one of the best teams in Spain still. But they've obviously got a lot of competition, not only from Real Madrid but from Atletico now, and there are other teams in the division who could possibly get a cup run going. So I think that's the only one that they could possibly win. I think at the moment, with the way Ronaldo's playing, I just don't see them overhauling Real Madrid for the league title. And given those odds, I would probably rather back than none. It would be a major surprise, wouldn't it? They didn't pick up anything last year, remember? Mm-hmm. And if they didn't pick up anything this year, it'd be the first time in over a decade that they hadn't won a trophy in a 2-year period, not since the early 2000s. That's not counting like the Catalan Cup, which we're not counting for the purposes of this. Mm-hmm. It's a major trophy, obviously that doesn't count. as a major trophy. So just because of the odds, I'm going to go for none again. I think, look, back them for the Copa del Rey. Why not just have a bet on them to win the Copa del Rey? Because I don't see them winning the Champions League or La Liga. So you could have a bet on them winning the Copa del Rey and also back them to win no trophies. And whichever way it turns out, I think you're going to end up on the winning side.
Well, there you have it then. Back Barcelona to win no trophies this year. That's priced 2.75. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.